Hey, darling. Happy government honored Martin Luther King Day. Yesterday was actually his birthday. So today's flow, we'll be mindful about that. But as always, we're always on it, right? It's parts of, I feel like, our practice always has been, always will be until we're not here anymore, I suppose. And even then, our spirit will still live on. That being said, and somebody just, one of the teachers that usually teaches on Tuesday nights, or Tuesday at 4:30, cannot teach today. So lovely at Hot Orchid. So lovely for me to be able to come in and sub in on Martin Luther King Day, which is great. I love how the way the universe just like unfolds for you within all of that. So that being said, why don't we go ahead and ground down? I'm going to try to bang out a couple of these for you, and then I will try to bang out a few more too this week, just so I can get us caught up after my December and early January reset. Okay. So grounding down through our seat. Let the crown of the head lift high to the sky. Roll the shoulder blades down and back. Crown of the head lifts. Hands can rest easy on your knees. Palms face down to ground. Palms face up to receive energy in the room. Nice deep inhale through the nose. And then exhale through the mouth. And big inhale. And exhale. One more time, big inhale. And exhale. Always starting off our practice from a space of gratitude. We give gratitude to the universe, the deep weaving of wisdom and knowledge and love, of all the things that we can see and all the things that we cannot see. We give gratitude to this earth as she reminds us that we live in a space of abundance rather than a space of scarcity, that we have everything that we need and that we ourselves are more than enough. We give gratitude to the indigenous peoples of these lands. So from Billings to Missoula, the Northern Cheyenne and the Crow, the Salish, the Blackfoot, the Kootenai, the Kalispel, and the Pend Oreille tribes. I think the Sioux and Lakota are probably woven into there as well, and the Cree. Always reminding ourselves that land acknowledgement is just the first step in us coming into right relationship and doing the right thing. Goes thought, word, and then deed. Nice deep inhale. And exhale. Give gratitude for this practice of yoga and for Black and Brown people as the original creators and sustainers of this practice in the space of ahimsa, also known as nonviolent or loving action. Nice deep inhale. And exhale. Give gratitude to our bodies and to ourselves, to our own ancestors and our own lineage, acknowledging our and their trials, tribulations, traumas, triumphs, and transgressions, and assuming ourselves responsible for how we choose to repair and restore from damages that have been done, and how we work to move collectively together to build a peaceful and loving world for 7 generations and beyond. Big inhale. And exhale. And if there's a person or persons, place or places that you'd like to dedicate your practice to this afternoon, you can take the time to do so now. Nice deep inhale. And exhale. Go ahead and slowly blink open your eyes. Allow yourself just to come back into the room and into the space, kind of slowly glancing around, looking back and forth side to side, maybe grading a little bit of movement through your spine. Then inhale, arms will come high. And then exhale, take that right hand to that left knee. Left hand circles back behind you, fingertips content at the base of the spine, crown of the head lifts, and hand comes around to grab onto the inside of the hip as you turn and look up past your shoulder. Big inhale. Exhale, slowly bring yourself back through your center line. Inhale, arms come high. Exhale, same thing, left hand to right knee, right hand comes back behind, turn and look back behind you, pull up and in on the low belly, hand can come all the way around. And then slowly bring yourself back to your center line. Hands hold on to the knees, inhale into your heart and chest. Exhale, roll back. Inhale. Chest moves forward, exhale, roll back. Inhale, chest moves forward. Exhale, roll back. Inhale, bring yourself back to your center line. Let's interlock the fingers and flip the palms and take the palms up overhead. Let's do some Kapalbhati breaths, so small snaps between the belly button and the pelvis. You inhale and then exhale, clear the lungs. And then we snap. Inhale up. Exhale, release. Hands come all the way down. Inhale, arms sweep high. Exhale, pull your hands down through your heart line. Interlock your fingers the opposite way this time and flex and press the palms out and away from you. Raise the arms up and high. Big inhale. Exhale. And then we snap. Inhale up. Exhale, release. Take the hands to the mat and roll yourself onto your hands and your knees. Palms are face down, wrists are underneath your shoulders, knees are underneath your hips. Swish and sway, hips back and forth, side to side. Creating a little bit of movement here, and maybe tucking the toes, stretching out through the feet, the arches of the feet. Maybe you do 4 circles on one side. We go for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1, and then take it back that opposite way for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1. Bring yourself back to your center line. Tuck the toes, take the hips back and high. Press into the palms, pedal out through the heels, check in with your elbows. Pull up and in on the low belly to protect the low back. Big inhale here. Exhale, tiptoe the feet up to meet the hands. Standing forward fold, let your head hang super heavy. Maybe shift back and forth side to side. Checking in with the outsides of the hips. Let your head hang heavy. Shake your head yes, shake your head no. Inhale up the front part of the feet and shins with the hands. Crown sails forward, tailbone sails back. Wrap your muscles around your bones, and then exhale, let yourself come down and over the tops of the thighs. Inhale, sweep yourself high to the sky. Arms reach high. Exhale, tent the arms. Inhale, arms come high. Exhale, tent. One more time. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, dive down and over the tops of the thighs. Inhale, hands to shins, flat back. Exhale, hands come down to the mat. Step back into your plank. Maybe take one knee up to the chest and then the other, just slowly walking it out. We go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Big inhale. Exhale, lower and hover. Inhale, lift to rise. Breathe into the base of the belly, drop down to the knees and send the hips back. Crawl the fingertips out in front of you, let the forehead come down to the mat, grab hold of the earth with the fingertips, creating some tension through the arms, stretching back, thinking about hollowing out through the armpits. Big inhale here. Exhale, shift yourself forward, drop down through the heart and the chest and lower down through the pelvis. Raise yourself into your full cobra, big inhale. Baby cobra is always an option. Breathe into the base of the belly. Exhale, tuck the toes, pull up and in on the low belly and send the hips back and high. Pedal out through the heels. Nice deep inhale. Exhale slowly, tiptoe your feet up to meet your hands. Inhale, hands to shins, flat back. Exhale, dive down and over the tops of the thighs, and then inhale, sweep yourself high to the sky. Exhale, tent the arms. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, tent. Inhale, arms high. Dive down and over the tops of the thighs. Wrap your muscles around your bones and pull up and in on the low belly. Inhale, hands to shins, flat back. Protect your sacrum. Hands come down to the earth and step back into your plank. Big inhale here. Press down through the palms. Press into the right palm, lift. Try not to shift through the hips. Maybe you take a wider stance with the feet. Left hand comes to touch. Right hand comes to touch. For 8, 7, 6, 5, for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Big inhale. Exhale, lower and hover. Inhale, forward facing dog. Press down through the tops of the feet. Take the tops of the thighs up off the mat. Big inhale here. Breathe into the base of the belly and then roll over the big toes simultaneously and send the hips back and high, down dog. Pedal out through the heels. Check in with your breath. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, hold. 2 more big breaths, big inhale. And exhale. 1 more time, big inhale. Exhale, tiptoe your feet up to meet your hands. Inhale, hands to shins, flat back. Exhale, let yourself fall down and over the tops of the thighs, and then inhale, sweep yourself high to the sky again. Exhale, hands move down to your heart line. Couple sun A's, we'll come right into a sun B. Inhale, sweep yourself into your chair pose, lift through the arms and the fingertips, turn the pinky fingers in ever so slightly. Big inhale here. Exhale, come onto the ball of that left foot, ground, come to the ball of your right foot, ground down through the left. I'll mirror you, take the foot back behind you, coming in to your high crescent lunge. Big inhale here. Exhale, drop and pull yourself through your center line. Reach to the fingertips, put a little bit more of a bend in that front knee. If you need to widen your stance, do so. Think about wrapping your muscles around your bones and sending your front knee towards your baby toe. Big inhale. Reach with the fingers, reach, and then take it back. Bend, pull the fingertips. Exhale, pull yourself back up, wrap your muscles around your bones, send the hips back. Reach through the hand, and then left hand comes high to the sky. Big inhale. Exhale, hold 1 more time, big inhale. Exhale, pull yourself all the way up, star pose, arms come high to the sky. Exhale, sit it down into your goddess. Shift and move back and forth, side to side through your hips. Checking in with your tailbone, you tuck your tailbone under as you lift through your heart and your chest. Your knees are still stacked over your ankles. Big inhale. Arms to reach high, exhale, squat it down. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, squat. For 2 more, inhale. And exhale, 1 more time, inhale. And exhale. Hands come down to the knees. Press the thighs apart. Drop down through your shoulder, look out past your opposite shoulder. Big inhale. Looking out past your right, left shoulders drop. Bring yourself back to your middle line. Same thing on that opposite side. Inhale, bring yourself back to center. Lift through the heart and the chest, and inhale, arms come high. Exhale, pivot on the heel of that left foot. Ball of the heel on the right foot turns out. You're towards the back of your mat. Put a bend in your knee and flip the front palm. Take yourself back and high. Big inhale. Breathe into the belly. Fire up through the back leg. Think about wrapping your muscles around your bones and finding some extension through the heart and the chest. Big inhale here. Exhale. Swing your hip back. Reach through the fingertips. Hand comes to shin. Opposite hand comes high to the sky. Lift yourself out of the hips as you ground down through the feet. Look up towards the fingertips. Big inhale here. Exhale. Pull yourself back. Pivot on the ball of your back foot. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, you're gonna step your left foot up to meet your right. Chair pose. Big inhale here. Exhale, hold. One more time, big inhale. Exhale. Come onto the ball of your left foot this time. Ground down through your right, or excuse me, come to the ball of your right foot. Ground down through your left. Your right foot walks back behind you. Inhale, arms come high to the sky. Big inhale here. Exhale, drop your back heel. Bring yourself into your warrior two. Big inhale, reach through the fingers and take yourself back. Find that extension up and out of the low back. So you're creating a circle or a wheel rather than kinking a hose. So lift through the heart and the chest. Big inhale. Exhale, pull yourself up. Arms come high to the sky. Star pose, toes turn out, heels turn in. Squat it down for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1. Hands drop down to the knees. Press the knees away from each other. Dip and look out past that left shoulder. Big inhale. Bring yourself back to your center. Dip and look out past your right. Slowly bring yourself back to your center line. Inhale, arms high. Pivot on the heel of that left foot. Heel of the right foot. You turn back towards the front of the mat. Hinge at the hip. Or excuse me, put a bend in that knee first. Come into your warrior two and send yourself back. Big inhale here. Exhale, hold. One more time, big inhale. Exhale, straighten through the leg. Hinge the hip back. Reach to the fingertips. Hand comes down to shin. Opposite hand comes high to the sky. Big inhale here. Exhale, hold. One more time, big inhale. Exhale, pull yourself all the way back up. Pivot on the heel of that back foot. Or excuse me. I'm like, oh yeah, I did that. Pivot on the heel of your back foot. Present. And then arms sweep high as you come back to sit in your chair. Pull yourself all the way back up to stand. All right, so one big circle. Inhale, arms sweep high. Exhale, dive down and over the tops of the thighs. Inhale, hands to shins, flat back. Exhale, hands come down to the earth, step back into your plank pose. Big inhale here. Exhale, drop down to the knees, big toes come together to touch. Send yourself back into a child's pose as you crawl your fingertips out in front of you, relaxing and releasing. Nice deep inhale here. 2 more big breaths, big inhale. Exhale, hold. One more time, big inhale. Exhale, slowly walk your hands back towards you. Pull your knees together into touch and shift over and onto your side. Pull yourself all the way down and onto your back. Hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a nice big hug here. Shifting back and forth, side to side. Nice deep inhale, tucking your chin in towards your chest. Release through that left leg. Take the hands to the front part of your right shin and pull your right knee down towards your right armpit. Lengthen through that leg. Big inhale here. Exhale, hand comes to the outside of the knee, right hand comes long and wide. And then we slowly shift and take that right knee across body, turning and looking out past your right fingertips. Big inhale here. Exhale, hold. 2 more big breaths, big inhale. And exhale, last time, big inhale. Slowly bring yourself back. Release that right leg. Take that left leg up to the chest. Interlock the fingers on the front part of that left shin. Pull that left knee down towards your left shoulder. Big inhale, tuck the chin in towards the chest. Find the length in the spine. And then slowly take that right hand to the outside of the left knee. Left hand extends, palm face up to the sky to keep the chest nice and broad, and pull down through that left shoulder blade. Look out past your left fingertips. Big inhale here. Exhale, hold. 2 more big breaths, big inhale. And exhale. 1 more time, big inhale. Exhale slowly, pull yourself back to your center line. Take both knees and pull them both to the chest. Give yourself a nice big hug here. Pull down through the low belly. Rock back and forth a little bit, massaging out through your lateral spine. Take the soles of the feet high to the sky. Flex the toes back towards the face. Big inhale here. And then exhale slowly. Let the legs come all the way down towards the end of the mat. Toes flop out to the side, palms face up to the sky. Pop your chest up and high, roll your shoulder blades down your back. And allow yourself just to come into your Shavasana. Nice deep inhale. Allowing yourself just to breathe here. So, coming into one side public media, which I'm pretty sure is who you should follow on Facebook. I'm pretty sure it's organized by Toussaint Morrison, who is MC rapper out of Minneapolis. He hasn't put anything out in a minute for that I know of, but he has been managing this. So, things for us to think about today. And this is a post that states, post these Martin Luther King Jr. quotes instead. Don't feed into the whitewashing of MLK's message. We can never be satisfied as long as a Negro is the victim of the unspeakable horrors of police brutality. Loose and easy language about equality resonates. Resolutions about brotherhood fall pleasantly on the ear. But for the Negro, there is a credibility gap he cannot overlook. A nation that continues year after year to spend more money on military defense than on programs of social uplift is approaching spiritual doom. We have deluded ourselves believing the myth that capitalism grew and prospered out of the Protestant ethic of hard work and sacrifices. Capitalism was built on the exploitation of Black slaves and continues to thrive on the exploitation of the poor, both Black and white, both here and abroad. I have almost reached the regrettable conclusion that the Negro's greatest stumbling block in his stride toward freedom is not the white citizens counselor or the KKK, but the white moderate who is more devoted to order than to justice. When machines and computers, profit motives, and property rights are considered more important than people, the giant triplets of racism, extreme materialism, and militarism are incapable of being conquered. The majority of white Americans consider themselves sincerely committed to justice for the Negro. They believe that American society is essentially hospitable to fair play and to steady growth toward a middle-class utopia embodying racial harmony. But unfortunately, this is a fantasy of self-deception and comfortable vanity. I think that we've got to see that a riot is the language of the unheard, and what it is that America has failed, and what is it that America has failed to hear? It has failed to hear that the economic plight of the Negro poor has worsened over the last few years. Did you learn something? Share and follow. So again, that's from on-site media, on-site public media. Again, on-site public media. Take a nice deep inhale. And exhale. Again, nice deep inhale. And exhale. When you're ready, you can slowly press yourself up and into a simple seat. Hands can come to your heart, or they can rest down on your knees. The divine light, the divine feminine, the divine masculine, and the divine love in me sees, honors, and reflects the divine light, the divine feminine, the divine masculine, and the divine love in you, dear Jane, the collective we, all who are tuning in and listening, aka all of us. Thank you all for sharing your practice with me. At whatever time you choose to do this flow and to listen, remember, take your time with things. And thank you for trusting me with your bodies, hearts, spirits, and souls. And to that I say, go in peace and remember to serve love always. Thanks so much, everyone. I will see you all soon.